Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm just kind of cleaning up my chart a little bit because I've been running TA on this thing as much as I can for my own damn self here, trying to see what's going on, trying to see if I should be taking any profits or if I'm just going to hold this thing throughout this whole run. Just trying to figure out some stuff here because, as you know, I had a target down at, I had a targeted move down to 39.71, which is where I scooped up a lot of my position. And it did wick all the way down here to 36.06. It's been in this massive, massive falling channel here. So I'm trying to decide if this is legit and it's turning around. I mean, we're getting a lot of volume in here. We're getting these great green bars coming up here. And, this was a pretty decent run today, I'd say. We've been kind of just coming up, consolidating, coming up, maybe consolidating here soon. So far, basically, let's take a look. Basically, we're just getting resistance right around this red Ichimoku resistance box here. We did actually come up here to 46.33 or 46.44. I was kind of looking for us to come up here to this $47 range here today, which we didn't quite make it up there yet. But this is the purple Ichimoku support or resistance line right there at 47 even. So, I mean, it's very possible we could hit that tomorrow, or we could end up having a little consolidation here. I did like that we were able to get above this 44.20 or 44.30 area here. That was a box I've been waiting for a long time now to hold support and, to get back up in. We had a nice wick here, rejected at the 4-hour 20 EMA, came back down again, came up, rejected, came back down again, and then finally we had enough power to blast on through there, which was very nice to see. So, so far everything's looking pretty good. I was looking at some of the smaller time frames here, and I've been kind of running charts on this, trying to figure out a few things, make sure there's no warning signs or anything. And, we had this beautiful, beautiful W right here, the nice double bottom we broke out from. Then we created a beautiful cup and handle here. So I added a position in, at that 39.70, and then I bought again on this at this 41.78 level here, even though it wicked a little bit below here. I had some support box somewhere on this 41.78 level. Maybe it was based off of this 200. I don't know. I don't have it anymore on here. And then we created this beautiful cup and handle that we broke out from this morning, right at fucking open. Boom, spike, right? That was beautiful. So, I think I ended up with an average somewhere around 42.50 or 43, something like that at this point. But I think I have about 80 or 85 shares of this right now. So I'm in quite a bit of profit here. But, obviously you can see this big sell volume here. This is on a 15-minute. And then this was an area here. I was running a pattern break of, this, I think it was this level here. I was watching for a break somewhere. I think it was, I had something drawn up here. I can't really remember now. But needless to say, we got the break, which was beautiful to see. Maybe it was something like that. Or I forget how I drew it out at this point. But we had this breakout here, which was very, very nice. We ran all the way up. We didn't quite double top here. We did still make a higher high, which was excellent to see. And then I started noticing we were rolling over a little bit here. We were getting some red TD9 flashes coming in on I think it was on the 45-minute. Yeah, 45-minute. We had this red TD9 flash, and I was like, I think we're going to be getting a small little correction here. And, we had this big spinning top here, so it is signaling some downside here. And then we wicked all the way down here to 45.14, which lined up perfectly with this wick here that we had. We had a hard time getting above earlier. So I would like us to just flag out in here, but that might be a dream right there, you know. It's very possible that we do. I'll show you some reasons why, but at the same time, you know, we could just come down back to this blue line here and hopefully continue to hold support here. But obviously we had a very, very nice run here. So even if it does come back down and rolls back down here, bounces off of this trend line here, that would be perfectly fine for me. It'd be a nice little back test of this little break here. It looks like we're in like a little rising channel or rising wedge here. If we draw it out like this, and draw it out like that. Although we didn't close below it, and we could break out of it, right? Because you could break out of a bearish pattern, but if we were to break out here, say we got really, really bullish tomorrow morning, then that would be another target of 49.66. And my cup and handle target was actually 52. But we'll get into a little bit of that in a few. And if we were to break down, we could come all the way down to this 43.23 potentially. But I think that we're going to hold some pretty strong support if we do fall that low, which I don't see anything really telling me that, but the market could turn around depending to 44.26. So we'll have to see how this holds up. I mean, we have this nice little golden cross there coming in the 45-minute we just had. This hourly 20 EMAs looking to come up and cross. We have strong support at this 43.41 area. I still want to see this area hold here, 44.29. And if we did a small little fib retracement just to see if we can find some potential levels of confluence right here, if we were to have a little fall there, 43.90 is the 0.236. So somewhere between this 43.90 and this 44.30 that it could potentially, if it doesn't just kind of flag out here, it could come down there. And that still would be pretty good, you know. We'll have to see how this plays out tomorrow if it wants to continue to run. So, you know, if you look on the daily, though, we had this death cross here come in, small little death cross, because this can always roll back up anyway. It's not too worrisome. But we had this very, very bullish setup here, and I was waiting for this close right here to see how that was going to work out. Spinning top there, and then that bullish reversal setup right there. So that's very good. We're going to have some very strong support coming in up here at the $50.81 level as well, depending on how this plays out here. And then, you know, we got this nice daily bounce, obviously, and we do have a MACD cross coming in here, but that won't be for probably a couple more days if it doesn't roll over or anything like that. You know, it still could roll over. So we have to be careful on that. So, I mean, for me, I'm just going to kind of hold, and if it does come down a little bit lower, I'm probably just going to put some more buys in, depending on if it drops and where it drops to. So, you know, it's tough to say exactly right now. I've been trying to eye that out. I was considering taking profits up in this range, and I didn't do so. So I might regret that depending on how the market turns out tomorrow. But for the most part, this is kind of what I'm seeing now, where we are now. I mean, I've had this big falling wedge in here for some time now. And I do have a very strong breakout target of this actually up in the $81 range when we do eventually break this. And I feel we will, just it's a matter of when, you know, because we don't want to have any type of fake outs here or anything like that. Because obviously you can see here we had this sort of bullish reversal setup here. Then we ended up with a spinning top and hammer candle here, another spinning top, another break, and then we caught resistance here. We fell all the way back down here. So, you know, we're going to have to be cautious once again in this level here. Once eventually, if it does make it back up in here, we're going to have to see where we're at and make sure we're not going to have any type of that big falling again, because we don't want to come down into some of these lower targets that I have down here. And that's kind of where I'm at. So, I do have a lot of money riding on this play right now, but just pretty much have my stop loss at break even. We did get a close above this level, even though this candle isn't showing so. So that was a very good sign to see we got a daily close above this 44.29. So it could still come back down to that level potentially. So I'm kind of watching for that for tomorrow, and we'll have to see how this works out. Looks like, around 10:30 we're going to get a TD9 flash here. So that could bring us back down, depending on where we're at, because if we do have another beautiful, beautiful day here and another breakout or something like that, right, to that 49 or so, and then the next one's a red TD9, that could bring us all the way back down. That could bring us all the way back down here, potentially. So we'll have to see how that plays out on opening, if it's going to have a correction on opening or if it's going to have one more massive candle break of that rising channel, push us all the way through to this, potentially to this 49 area here, and then the following candle be a big pullback here back to this 45.71 or even as low as this 45.17. But no way to say just yet. All I know is that my measured move of this cup and handle break here, which is from the cup down and the handle break. Oh wait, was that how I did it? Maybe that wasn't right. Cup handle. I mean, we almost pretty much hit it. Well, the target's somewhere between 47 and 47.50 here. So we did potentially almost hit it. So we could come to that 47 and then have to see where it goes from there. But what are we looking at right now? We're not even close to being overbought or anything. We're just getting up into the strength here. So even if we had a small pull here, came up, once you get in this range, then it starts getting rejected a little more often. You can see. So we still have a little more room to come up on this RSI if we wanted to. And on the 4-hourly, if we are actually getting this very, very good bullish reversal here, which, we still have some moving averages short term that could cross and push us down again. But we'll have to see how they play out here. If they end up rolling up and just kind of skipping through, and then we get all these moving averages turning up, and then we can completely count that scenario out. We'll have to see here. But we did actually, I believe, at one point here, was it a daily? I thought we got a daily green TD9 flash at one point, but maybe it flashed for a second and then went away. Yeah, because I could have sworn I saw it there. But either way, I don't know. I feel pretty good about this thing, even if we have some pullback tomorrow and have a small consolidation day. Even if we flag out or do something like that, I'll be perfectly happy as long as we stay above potentially as long as we stay above this 42.50 level. I will be very, very happy. If we start falling below that again, then I'm going to have to reconsider what I'm going to do here. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at here. So let's see how this plays out. This thing's been performing really well for me. And hit the like button if anyone else is in here. Sorry for the rambling here, but, as long as the stock market continues to push up here, then, this could be, trying to look on like a daily and see if I can see anything else here. Let me hide some of this here. Boom, boom, right? Trying to see if this was like a cup and handle or anything here. Which, I wouldn't really call it a cup and handle here, but just a very, very dramatic pullback here, back to this level here. Basically retesting the old breakout here as potential support that we've never really been able to hold here, right? We always roll over and fall under, roll over and fall under, and Now we came down and so far tested it. So, it's still in the making here. So even if we consolidated between these levels, which right now we're above this, obviously, which is very, very good to see. But as long as we can continue to hold up here, then this will be very, very good because we're getting a nice big bounce off of that level there. So let's see if this thing can continue to at least hold, this level that we're at here of 44.43. And that's kind of where I'm at here. We did break above it, which was great to see. So as long as we can continue doing that, and it looks like we are so far, then I am going to continue being very, very bullish. But that's about it, guys. If you guys are in edit, definitely hit the like button, comment below, and let me know. Peace.